And we're live.
I want to hear. Did you?
No, go ahead.
I want to hear about the anorexia a little bit. So, 2002,
Sure.
you're hospitalized for this. How skinny are you at that? But do you look anything like current you back in the day?
I was same height.
Well, okay, I'll grant you
But
that.
I was 120.
Just to, like,
I was
keep
100.
the weight.
Yeah, I was 120 pounds hospitalized. I'm 240 pounds now.
Hmm.
So double.
You were twice the man you used to be.
That's right. That's right.
You were 120.
How tall are you, just to get a gauge for
6'2".
6'2". Okay, so 120, 6'2". That is a rail of a person, a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a sexy girl, though.
Yeah.
It's a very sexy girl.
That's a strong
Nordic,
point.
probably.
So, do you have any muscles at this point, or are you just like a skeleton?
To be honest, when you look at my frame, like obviously there's skeleton and everything, but I was working out a lot. I was running a lot. So obviously when you're an anorexic, you're not consuming enough calories to retain that muscle. But it did look like I was a little bit muscly here and there. But at the end of the day, I was really, really skinny and bone. I mean, I could have gone further for sure. I could have gone worse. Probably could have dropped like the body probably would have been able to drop maybe another 10 pounds, maybe. I don't even know. Thankfully, I didn't. But yeah, it was, I remember 2 days before actually being hospitalized, I was out at a cross-country ski race. I was like big into athletics. And I remember my meal before this cross-country ski race was a can of sauerkraut, because I don't know why. I don't know, like my body was craving salts, and it was low calorie, and it was, I don't know. Anyways, ate a can of sauerkraut. Ended up placing like 13th out of like 220 skiers, which is pretty good for literally no calories in you whatsoever. And then the next day, I was hospitalized.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
I could have seen that one coming.
So you just
Sauerkraut's not even a food on its own. Like,
No.
you put that on top of food.
Yeah.
It's
No,
a
I know.
side.
That's that was my life. I would eat like whole heads of like lettuce. That would be like a meal, and it was
You just sit down with a head of lettuce.
it's so weird.
Did you salt it?
But
It
it's
just-
just like you just convince yourself that is good. That is the way you should eat. I remember my friends eating. We're at a pizza joint. And they're like, "Oh, come on over." And I literally came in with a head of lettuce, and I was eating that in front of them. So, they started to know like something's off and everything.
Oh yeah, that's what cued them in. Okay.
I mean, definitely a lot of people were cued. Yeah.
You're like a real life Captain America. In the very first Captain America movie, he comes in and he's I don't know, probably 110, 115 pounds,
Yeah.
and they give him that injection, and now he's Steve Rogers. He's like, or whatever, he's like 240.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back to the anorexia. Were you hospitalized just one time?
Yeah, just one time. I was hospitalized one time. Managed to.
We lost your camera.
Uh-oh. Did I get lost?
I hear you. We just lost your camera.
Ah, shit.
Nice profile pic, though.
Yeah, delightful avatar. All right, you're back. So
Am I back?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
You got hospitalized once. Was there therapy? Like, how did you get past that?
I had some therapy. Didn't do jack shit for me. I don't know. I had people telling me things, and I'm like, you're not going through this. Like, basically, when you have anorexia, what happens, or a lot of people with like these mental issues, because it's a mental disorder, you start to develop voices inside your head, and this voice starts telling you things. So it starts telling you that you're pathetic, you're fat when you're really not. You develop an image disorder along with this. So you see something that is not reality. I think the same thing happens with like overly large bodybuilders. I forget what the name is.
Bigorexia, they sometimes call it.
Body dysmorphia. Right?
Yeah, body dysphoria. Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. So I had obviously a body image disorder because I didn't see reality. I had voices telling me different things, and it wasn't. So I was hospitalized in December of 2012. I checked myself out 6 weeks after that. The doctors told me that I wasn't ready to leave, but I was like, nah, I got this shit. I had like all these ambitions in life. I wanted to work for NASA one day. That was my goal. And so I wanted to get back into school and get into university. And so got out of the hospital, and it was about 6 months of just a roller coaster of ups and downs, getting better, and then boom, 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 boom. And it wasn't about 8 months after that, after the hospital, I kind of drew the line, and I just kept seeing like how messed up I was, how much I was affecting like my parents, my friends, and so I did something that I recommend to a lot of people that want to make a change in their life, or obviously somebody with anorexia, and that is to showcase a picture and showcase a message with your goal. In my case, I did it in a fitness forum publicly. Some people might not be comfortable with doing that. In this day and age, obviously there's social media, you can post to random places, or you can just simply send this to one or two friends that you trust and say, hey, this is my goal. This is what I want to do. And I'm not going to give up. I'm going to start going for it. I created the profile name Dedicated for Life, which is actually my trademark motto till this day. And I just went for it by creating that message, by creating that post saying, this is my goal, this is where I'm at, these are my problems. I actually became more accountable, right, for what I was doing. And by posting that, if you failed, not only would you be obviously disappointing yourself, but you felt like you were disappointing other people. And that is a good driving force. Very often, like sometimes you can disappoint yourself, like, we can get over it and all that. But if you tell yourself that, I'm going to be disappointing everyone else, even if it's just like one or two people, it can drive you, it can push you. It's sometimes just that you need that little driving force to get over that hump. And that's what worked for me. I don't know if it's going to work for everyone else, but, by making myself accountable, I was able to start pushing. And no, it wasn't like, I didn't fly off right away and become healthy, but, I had a voice inside my head for like a good 3 years, just telling me random things, but I was fighting it, I was fighting it, and eventually kind of went away. But I was fine for about like a year and a half kind of thing after all this anorexia, living life normally in university, partying, and then went out for drinking and discovered this eating talent.
Did you ever have that body dysmorphia crop up again in the reverse order where you're like, oh, I'm not big enough, I'm not muscular enough, I got to be bigger?
No, never like that. Never like that.